Hi, thank you all. First of all, thank you, teacher, for letting me do this like this. I am actually not in my home right now. I'm in my friend's house. But let's continue with the presentation, right? So I will continue talking with being confident while talking to people, right? Maybe presentations like this. So if I ask you to picture one person or a confident communicator, right? Like Naive or so many people from these videos like that, who will you think about? For example, if I think Naive, I think of him about all these videos that we have on the internet, on the news, when he's talking to the people, to the Salvadorian people, and I mean, people believes what he says, right? And they didn't know. I mean, they don't know if what he is saying is true, right? That is the problem with with Nayib, right? In my experience. So also we have some other people like the Pope, for example. He talks very slowly and uh, his tone, his voice is not very loud. Many of you may think about a person who talks with authority or that talks very loud, but it depends on the person, right? So today I have some 4 tips for you to be more confident when you talk. The first tip that we have, it is to consider your audience, right? If you don't know about your audience, you are lecturing, not communicating. That's very important. Imagine you are talking to kids, right? And you go to them and talk about violence in El Salvador. The kids will be like, "What are you talking about, right?" So, and this also help you, for example, here in the university, presentations like you go to a presentation and you know your topic. So when the teacher asks a question, you will know what to answer, right? And the problem with this is that most of us, for example, I include myself, we feel that we are prepared, but when the questions come to us, we don't know what to answer, right? So this is very important to consider your audience, right? And these tips take us to the next one, which is know your message, right? So in this case, I have been working on a call center for 4 months right now, and sometimes it is hard, right? It is hard to make people believe what you're saying, right? For example, I have a lot of calls when people do not believe what I'm saying, even though it is true, right? But here's the thing: I know what I'm talking about, right? And even though sometimes I lie to people because I do it, and they believe it because they don't know what I am talking to them about, right? For example, if I talk right now about the customs, maybe you will know, maybe others not, right? But the custom processes are very, I don't know, there is a lot of things about the customs. So that is the thing, to know your measures, right? Imagine that you have time to share only one sentence about a topic. What will you say about it, right? Imagine about medicine, about teaching, about the things that you love to do. What would you say about it? Uh, are the words that I selected the very best words for the job? This is a lot of things that you have to analyze before starting your presentation, right? If, as I was telling you, sometimes you feel ready, but at the moment of the presentation, you start sweating, you start doubting about what you're saying, right? You feel the face of the teacher right here behind you, and that take us to the next one, which is we need to slow down and pause, right? When we get nervous, our words become a speeding freight train with no destination, and this means that we keep talking and talking and talking, and maybe we already lost the people, right, on the audience, right, and they are not listening anymore to us. The teacher already write down a zero on your grade, and this is because we are not prepared to talk in front of people, right? And this is so common for me. It happened a lot of times during my whole career in the university. Right now, at this moment, I feel a little bit more confident talking with you, for example. Even when the pandemic started, right? Recording a video was so hard for us, I believe, right? We recorded like 10 times and it was so hard. And the last one is to use a structure to shape your content, right? The most common one, it is the problem solution result. We all know this, and this is very simple, right? This is like the most common way that we can follow during a communication, right? You present a problem, you present a solution, and the results. So that will be all about this presentation. Thank you, teacher, again for letting me do this, and thank you all for paying attention.